I mean, when you look at them, what could be easier, right? It's just a set of teeth on a pink base designed to replace something that's gone. But you know what? That simplicity is totally an illusion. It's masking this incredible, complex dance between biology, physics, and material science.
So, if they're just a replacement part, why is it such a huge struggle for so many people? Why the constant battle with looseness or pain or just feeling uncomfortable? Well, the answer isn't really in the denture itself. It's in the amazing living place it has to call home. And that's the big question we're going to unpack today.
And this brings us right to the heart of the problem, what I like to call the denture dilemma. It's this fundamental clash between the man-made object and the living person who needs to wear it.
Okay, so here is the absolute key to understanding everything. A denture is a rigid, static, unchanging thing. Your mouth, though, it's the complete opposite. It is a dynamic, living system. Your gums, your muscles, your bone, they're all constantly changing, adapting, and moving. The entire challenge is making these two totally different worlds work together in perfect harmony.
To really get a grip on this, we have to talk about the main villain in our story. It's the very foundation that the denture is built on, and the weird reason why that foundation seems to be slowly disappearing over time.
Take a look at this number, 5.2 millimeters. Now, that might not sound like much, but get this. Research shows that's the average amount of your lower jawbone that literally shrinks away in just the first 5 years of wearing a complete denture. That is a massive, massive change to the entire support structure.
Now, this process has a pretty technical name: residual ridge resorption. But here's what it really means. Once your natural teeth are gone, the jawbone doesn't get that daily signal, that stimulation, that it needs to stay strong. So it starts to shrink. The best way to think about it is like a coastline that's just slowly eroding away with every tide. And that denture that fit you perfectly on day one, a few years later, it's sitting on a completely different landscape. So, with a foundation that's literally a moving target, how do the experts, the prosthodontists, actually deal with this? Let's break down the most common complaints people have and look at the cool science they use to solve them.
Okay, this one is hands down the #1 issue you hear about. That feeling that your dentures are slipping or clicking or they just don't feel locked in. It's more than just annoying, right? It totally affects how you talk and eat and your overall confidence. But why does this even happen? Well, the reasons are usually invisible. It could be that the edges are just a tiny bit too long, so your muscles keep popping them loose. Or maybe it's lost its suction cup effect, what dentists call the peripheral seal. But you know what? More often than not, it comes down to tiny, almost microscopic errors in the bite itself that create these little tipping forces every single time you chew.